Welcome back, everyone. My name is Lolly, and I'm really excited to share this with you. This is my cute little bear journal, and his arms are magnetized on there, and I want to share with you how to make him. So stay tuned and make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to give you not only instructions, but also some tips, best practices for getting this to work right. So first of all, we have the download. I have a lot of patterns that I've been giving away free throughout my journey on YouTube. This page here is available in the files section in the Palooza Peeps group on Facebook. So this is 3 pages, and when you get it, it's a Dropbox file. You don't have to sign up for my email lists or anything like that to get it. When you click the link, you just download. You don't have to have a Dropbox account. You don't have to ask permission to download. Just click the download. Look around and you'll see it. And when you print, make sure you print actual size so that it will fit the journal. So this is the cover, and this is the back of the bear. These are extra in case you want to build up the face. And this is the actual bear, the front and the arms with the little paw pads. So the extra pieces here are as if you want to add dimension to his ears and face. Okay, so for a journal, we are using composition books, these little half composition books. Now these ones are available at Walmart, and they are 10 for $4.64, which means they're about 46 cents each. But you'll see that the lines are this way. This is landscape, which would be kind of funny for a bear with the arms and everything. These ones that are portrait mode, these are on Amazon, and there's 6 of these for $7.08 right now. So they're $1.18 each, which is still a great price. It says they're normally $9.89 for a set of 6. I don't know how long, if this is really a sale or how long this will be. You will also notice the difference in thickness, that you get more paper with this. So this 100 sheets and this is 80 sheets. So our project is using this. I use distress ink as well. You need some kind of paper glue, adhesive. And we need the strong magnets for his arms. You need 4 of these. Now these are 5/8 inch wide. They are the 1/32 of an inch thick. So you have to get the really strong but really thin craft magnets. And I'll try to give you a link down below. Make sure you look at the supplies underneath this video. So I have pre-cut out my images so that I don't have to do this on video. This is the front with the 2 markings here. This is the back. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Of course, there isn't really a front or back on the journal itself because it doesn't matter what this looks like. We are going to cover that up. So what I do is I just stick paper or a Teflon sheet or whatever you have under that front cover like that. Grab this one. These little marks here are for your battery placement. You will also notice that I have this. Your notebooks, I've noticed that there's inconsistency, minor inconsistencies in the notebooks. So this is as good as I can get it, and it's a little ever so slightly large. So make sure you center it. Don't butt it all the way up against one side and have to trim off the other. Try to center it left and right. I am using the Uhu glue stick because it is a permanent glue stick. I'm gluing the entire front here, making sure I get full coverage all the way up against that band. I'm going to butt this up against that band, center it left and right, and slide that down. Use my Ergo bone folder to really make sure that is really well glued. And we're going to turn it over and do the other side. I really like this wide glue stick because you can cover so much territory. trim off any excess that's hanging out. And that is it. Now, before I start gluing him on, I used the Distress ink all the way around the edges lightly. It does give him a nice rounded look, but also it deals with the white edges on your paper. And I'm using the black soot. You'll also notice that his ears stick out just ever so slightly from the journal. And I like that look. If you're worried about maybe how fragile that will be and will it eventually wear out, having those ears stick out, you got a couple options. One is when you're done making your project, you can cover the entire bear in Mod Podge to get it, you know, thicker and more sturdy and more durable. Another option would be you can actually cut out another set of ears and glue those on the back side of these, and that would give you double the cardstock. Now I'm probably using 80-pound cardstock on this, but on my printer settings, I'm printing the best quality printing. Okay, now we can glue him on the back. Remember, this is the front with the 2 marks there. And since just the tips of his ears stick out, I know I can glue everything but that. And of course, you can always use your liquid glue for this. So I know where to go by going straight up here. I know exactly how much of his ear is going to be exposed. And then I line his feet up to the bottom edge and both of his sides of his belly on left and right. And there we have his back. Now to get these magnets on there, this is a little trickier. I'm going to take 2 of these magnets off. It helps just to slide them. And 2 more. The magnets have a direction to them. These have to be stuck this way. I can't flip this over. It won't like it. So what I do is I take a Sharpie and I mark the outsides. Now I remember that the X's, you have to keep this in your mind, the X's are the parts of the magnets that point away from each other. So that means this one is going to go down like that, right over that. Now you can use a permanent glue such as Power Tack. Just a dab. Or you can use your red line tape, which I'm going to do on the next one probably. So there's that. Now I'm going to keep this magnet way over here so that I remember. And on these 2, I have to mark them as well. Outside, outside. And I will show you using the tape now. So this is going to be the one that goes down. I'm just going to cut off a tiny little snip. Put it right over that. Now you notice that the magnet is bigger than my little tape here. So I'm going to just kind of really give it extra help here by putting some on the side. Okay, and center that right, mark down. There we go. So 2 different ways, they both work fine. And now this one gets glued over there, and we're going to do the same thing with the glue stick. So you can do the whole bear, and then I come back and I go up the side and I know exactly where to do that ear. There we go. Oh, you know what? Duh. Either use the tape again or use your Power Tack, either one. But, you know, I already have glue on my bear, and I don't usually use double glue, violating my own rule here. So normally I would do all this glue stick around and not where the magnets are, but I forgot to glue the magnets. There we go. Okay, he is on there. Now for his little paws, we have these 2 magnet pieces here. What we're going to do is lay these pads of his paws upside down and center the magnets with the, oops, I could see that's where the X was. And just to remind myself, now you notice you can move this paper around. The magnet is very strong and will stay put. The main thing we want to do is get those little paw pads centered over the magnet. There we go. Now, in order to glue that, I'm going to hold that little pad down and lift this up and not move the pad. But I've got to glue the bottom so it will stick to that paper. So we can do the same thing. We could use the power tack or we could use the tape. I think for the sake of video, we're going to go with the power tack. And plop it down. It will find its happy place. Again, hold the pad. Try not to let that move. And it will find its happy place. Now, in order to glue these to these, I'm going to take these off. There we go. And glue them here. So I'm going to add a little bit of power tack right over the magnet. But I'm going to use my liquid glue all the way on the paper here, all the way around, not on the power tack. Pick that up and glue that. I didn't tell you where to stick this, but you can see how there's a border all the way around that. Now I've got to go in here and seal the paper all the way around the magnet. And this takes just a little bit of fiddling to push down all the sides so that that liquid glue will adhere. If you have clamps, you can use your clamps for this. I see I didn't get that straight. Okay, and the next one. And again, seal it all the way left and right, top and bottom. Now we need to put his arms on, and it's up to you. You can, so make sure you get the magnets on there first, okay? And you can either fold them completely around like this, or you can angle them up. And I angled mine. I like the look better. But I want to make sure they're even and not like this. So what I did, I laid it down here, and I just laid it on my grid. And then I lined the two arms up with the same line. And I clamped. So that when you flip them over, all you have to do is just kind of rub it up a little bit so it smooths over that area. And then glue, but only on, there's kind of a little fold here and a fold there. Only glue from this first fold here, or the topmost fold. Otherwise, you're going to glue it to the spine of the book or the pages. Okay. Don't make this too tight or it'll strain on, always be pulling on that magnet. Okay. So again, we're going to call this fold 1 and fold 2. And we want to glue this only from fold 2 outward. Oops, I messed up right there. Anytime I give you free downloads, they are for your use only. Can you sell anything you made with these free downloads? Yes, you can. But you cannot share the file with anyone. Obviously, you can't sell my file, but you can't share the file with your friends. If your friends want this file, please send them to my video so that they can get their own. And there you have it. Now, isn't that adorable? So sweet. Now, again, I was saying, if you're worried about this sticking out there and that maybe, like you saw mine folded back real early on in the gluing process, if you are worried about this sticking out, you can Mod Podge the entire bear, you know, might leave streak marks, or you can double the cardstock right under the ear. Thank you for watching. I think these guys are so fun, and I love the little huggy arms. They're so sweet. He's just so adorable. So again, you can use these files for yourself. You can make things for your friends. You can sell these journals. It's okay. But please do send people here to get their own file as opposed to you sharing the file. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and for supporting my channel all these years.